Hello and welcome to another episode of Minimize Regret. In this video I want to do something a little bit different than what I usually do. I want to tell a very short story, muse a little bit, and then I really do want to ask for your help. You watching the video, tell me what you think. So, for most of my life, I feel like I've had a foot on the brake, and it stopped me from really trying as hard as I could in a given endeavor. And I think back to when I was younger to playing soccer. Like, I didn't go to club soccer, I didn't compete hard, even though I had a pretty decent potential at playing soccer, even at a fairly low level in college, but at least playing college soccer, that was definitely in the cards for me and something that I could have done, something that would have probably changed the course of my life. I often did it with school. Like, I did well in school, but I didn't do absolutely exceptionally like one of the top students, which I definitely could have been if I just tried harder. Um, then I'm thinking to the years after that, lifting, that is something that I actually gave my whole heart and soul into, and that is why it holds a special place in my heart. But thinking back even to more recent times, I still think about my job and various jobs that I've had in the past, and quite often, for extended periods of time even, I've had my foot on the brake. Like, perhaps I didn't feel like it was worth it to work harder. Perhaps I didn't think there would be any reward. Um, and it could be a lot of things. Perhaps I was afraid of failure. Perhaps I was actually even protecting myself in it, and it's a positive thing. But I do find it frustrating that I continually don't give my best effort. And it's hard for me to say that because you can only give a maximal effort in probably one to two things in your life, and maybe even three. You have three priorities, and that's it. If you have more than three priorities, you probably don't have any at all. And that's something that I really believe. However, I've had feel like often at times I haven't had any priorities, and I find that very frustrating because I kind of pride myself to behave in that way. And this kind of ties back to one of my earlier videos called Work Harder, Why Not? And I really do believe if you are working on something meaningful and something where you, or at the very least where you can develop skills, like there's lots of ways to make work meaningful, then you should take it seriously when it's time to take it seriously. And I mentioned the seasonality of life, like you don't have to work hard all the time, but during certain periods it may be time that you're really focusing on work and you improve your skills, and that really helps you out in the long term. But as I said, I feel like I've just kind of been holding back a little bit for my whole life at most things. And like I said, the only exception really I can think of is lifting, and that's why it does truly hold a special place in my heart. And there have been other times where have felt like moments of clarity, like, oh, I'm really into this, I'm really learning a lot. But honestly, most of the stuff is faded after a month or two and then never come back. So my question and call to everyone watching this video is, have you ever felt this phenomena, like you were holding yourself back? And what do you think the reason is behind it? For me, I do think it has something to do with the fear of failure, but when I actually examine it rationally, like, I believe you'll get so far by failing. Like, you essentially want to fail or try stuff and do stuff as much as possible, which will end up in a bunch of failures. And I really believe that, so I don't know why I don't act in accordance with that belief, but there could be something else behind it. So yeah, I'm really interested to see if anyone has any similar experiences and what they think the solution to taking the foot off the brake might be for them. So yeah, that's all I've got for this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.